Well, Fort Riley Garrison Public Affairs, I'm Tom Roost for Fort Riley, the podcast. Today I'm here with
Lieutenant Catherine Jordan with the 97th Military Police Battalion.
And Lieutenant Kohler with the 97th Military Police Battalion.
Okay, and so what are we talking about here today, folks?
The Crime Prevention Campaign. Yes, so the Crime Prevention Campaign, it started with just like a small initiative where we wanted to get a little bit more face time with the public, especially the Fort Riley community, as far as law enforcement updates go. So they assigned me to DES to work that other side of the law enforcement house that people don't really think about. So they think about as SMPs, but then they forget that there's also a Fort Riley Police Department that's a little bit separate from us.
So yeah, but so you say those two entities, but a lot of you use acronyms like DES,
Yes.
etc. So what does that mean? I mean, I think MPs, I'm like, oh, please don't arrest me. But
No.
what are you talking about?
So DES is the Director of Emergency Services. So that entails the security branch, the fire department, and the police department for Fort Riley. DES is mostly civilians, like the fire department and the police department, but they wear the different uniform than us. The MPs are usually all soldiers. So we conduct our military missions and we support local law enforcement.
So I see the campaign as a prevention, clearly. It's in the name. But in addition, it's also informational on how to register your motorcycle, or really what it takes to get a DUI, and just knowing the charges that everything is. So in addition to being a prevention, it's also giving information to the public on how to make sure they're legally driving everything and following the law as well.
And now, why do you think it's important to engage a public like this?
I think it's important because some people necessarily might not know, or there's hot times on base where people are coming back and they need to know that they're allowed to have this certain amount of days to register their vehicle again after it's expired. And it's just important just to keep Fort Riley safe as a whole.
Signing out for Fort Riley, the podcast, I'm Tom Roost.